Can I successfully make slime using only things I found in my house? Today, I'm gonna find out.
Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. I am Tyler Warwick, thank you so much for being here. Last week I made this short, the link is up here, about something I used to do a lot when I was a kid. Trying to make slime only using things around my house. Today I'm going to try and make a few different slimes as I would have when I was 7 years old. I have a few rules for this challenge. I'm putting some rules in place for this slime challenge. Rule number 1, I can only use things I would have had in my house at age 7 or 8 years old. So if that wouldn't have been in my house, if it would have been something that we would have had to go out and specifically get, can't do it. Can't make it. Had to already exist in my house. And rule number 2, I'm not going to follow any specific recipes. I am just going to go off things I've heard, some recipes I've heard about in my life before at some stage. So this is gonna be fun. This is gonna be very interesting. I have no idea how this is gonna go down. And I thought, you know, if nothing else, you guys who are slime experts can let me know down in the comments how I'm actually supposed to make these slimes. So, let's go! For the first slime, I'm going to be using 3 ingredients: cornstarch, hair conditioner, and food dye. 3 things that were definitely in my house at that time.
I started off by adding some cornstarch and some conditioner and mixing it together to see what the consistency was like. I quickly found out that it was either too dry and then it was too wet. So I just kept adding a balance of cornstarch and conditioner until I got a consistency that I liked. Once it started to feel soft, I put in a few drops of food dye. And then I just got my hands in and mixed it all around, getting that really nice blue stain on my hands. Finally, I got a consistency that was really soft and felt really nice.
Okay, so look, I am pretty impressed with this. It is super soft. It's been years since I have had food dye stained hands, but that's just part of the process. But this is super, super soft. I mean, it breaks very easily, which I know for you slime enthusiasts is probably a bad sign. But it feels really nice. It feels a bit more like Play-Doh, but much softer than normal Play-Doh, I would say. I'm honestly happy with this. I'm very happy. Yay! Okay, next up we have coconut water shampoo and salt.
The consistency of the coconut shampoo is already quite slimy, so I thought this is gonna turn out great. Green is my favorite color, and as I started to mix it in, it looked like flubber. If you guys are old enough to know flubber. I then added the salt. And as soon as I started mixing it, it got very watery. The salt seemed to break down all of the sliminess. I tried adding more shampoo and it didn't really thicken it up. So then, because I am so smart, I was like, I will just add more salt because that worked really well last time. And what I ended up with was a very, very watery liquid.
Would anyone like some soup? I failed. Slime experts, what went wrong here? What went wrong? Am I supposed to like refrigerate this, or am I supposed to leave it to settle? I thought adding more salt would help, but I feel like it just made it more liquidy. This one was a fail. Okay, next up we are going to use cornstarch and dishwashing liquid. I really just want to see how the consistency is different to the conditioner. Obviously, conditioner and dish liquid are very different consistencies. So let's see.
For this one, I started by adding the cornstarch and adding just a little bit of the dishwashing liquid. I very quickly discovered it dried up almost instantly. So I decided to add a bunch more, like a whole bunch more. The consistency then looked really light and fluffy, but it was actually just wet and super sticky. So like I did with the conditioner slime, I just kept going between using the dishwashing liquid and the cornstarch until I got a consistency that I liked.
The consistency of this one is much softer than the conditioner. I don't know if that's the way I made it or if it's because of the dish soap, but it's so fluffy. It's actually very satisfying. Weirdly, this is probably the nicest feeling one that I've made. Like, it feels really good. That's all that matters, right? For this final slime of the slime challenge, I am going to cheat. Not really, okay. So let me explain. I'm sure most of you who have made slime will know that typically the main ingredient in slime is glue. I don't really consider glue a household item. I know a lot of people probably do just have it lying around, but when I was doing this, I thought, well, I'm not gonna use glue because I wouldn't have had it in my house. And then I remembered when I was a kid, my mum was super into scrapbooking, so she had one of these. I want to have a go at making an actual slime. Again, I actually have no idea how to do this. All that I do know is I've heard before that you can use glue, and weirdly, I actually never knew this until like a year ago. Contact lens solution. I've worn contacts the majority of my life, and my mum also wore contacts for many years. So it goes in the rule of the challenge. I definitely had this, and I had this when I was a kid at home. Luckily for my mum, I never actually tried it. Love you, mum. I'm going to try glue, contact lens solution, water, H2O, and baking soda. Let's try.
I started off by dissolving the baking soda into the water because I think that's what you're supposed to do. I don't know. I then poured some of the glue into the bowl and then added quite a bit of the contact solution. I didn't really measure out how much, maybe about 4 tablespoons. I started to stir, and guys, almost instantly it turned into a slime texture. I was shook. I added the water. I started to play with it, and it was already feeling like slime, very sticky slime, but it was still slime. I kept playing around with it and stirring, and then finally it turned into something that resembled actual slime. I wanted to live out my flubber dreams, so I added the green to this one. And oh my gosh, I did it. I finally made actual slime.
I am honestly so shocked right now. I have never made slime like this in my life. I want to go back in time and just tell 7-year-old Tyler, just get clear glue. I finally understand the slime craze. This is insane. I have never ever made slime that stretches this much in my life. Okay, so the clear winner of this challenge is the glue slime. I mean, first of all, this is definitely not perfect. It's coming off on my hands, and I would say if I actually followed a recipe, I'm sure I could make it so that that doesn't happen. We have this failed experiment. This one still feels nice. I'm still happy with how this one feels in my hands. And then this one is so soft and feels really, really nice as well. Clear winner. It's flubber! Those of you who are slime experts, what did I do right? What did I do wrong? Please let me know down in the comments. Thank you so much for watching this video. I had so much fun doing it. I am on the road to 1 million subscribers, so if you could subscribe to me, I would be so grateful. I have a whole bunch of new videos on my channel at the moment. I'm just gonna go play with this some more. Love you all and see you soon. Bye.